From the noisiest neighborhood in the known universe, welcome to Smoky Goodness 2.0. Been gone for a few weeks. There's a good reason for that. We've been on the 12-12-7 tour. And the 12-12-7 tour is not over yet. If you don't know what the 12-12 anything tour is, go check out one of my other channels. Link down in the bucket or whatever. It's Catered Communications Wanderlust. This is something we do every summer, or try to do every summer. Always looking forward to it. So I had to put a kind of a temporary freeze on Smoky Goodness and the Smoky's Finest series that I've been working on, and we're still frozen on that. I'm not going to be doing that for a little while because the 12-12-7 tour is not completely over yet. We got another little bit of travel to do. Anyway, like I said, we're not going to resume the Smoky's Finest thing for a few more weeks because of that and because of this. In case you didn't know, we were in Idaho for the last couple of weeks. Idaho is the capital of all things huckleberry. Huckleberry sauce, huckleberry syrup. Go up in the mountains and pick huckleberries if you want. So the wheels started turning. Haven't done ribs out here on the Grill Dome in like forever. We got to do that now. So we're going to do a couple of racks of Babyback ribs, but not just any Babyback ribs. These are going to be huckleberry infused Babyback ribs. What I mean by infused is I think I'm using 3 different huckleberry ingredients for both of these racks of ribs. Starting off with a binder. This right here. This is, oh, you can't see that. Yeah, you can. Got a label on each side. This is Huckleberry Honey. This will be our binder for the ribs. It's thick, and it will stand up to our rub, which is, you saw this one coming. It's from our good friends down in Phoenix, the Spicy Tavern. This is their gunslinger pork barbecue rub. It's really good stuff. It's really powerful too. This is potent, very strong flavor, so I'm going to go really light on that. So these two are going to work in concert together from the beginning. We're going to do all that in the Wayback Machine here in a moment. And during the low and slow, it's going to take about 3, 4, maybe 5 hours. I'm going to be basting and mopping with this. This is wild huckleberry syrup. It's kind of thin. Perfect for basting and mopping. So we're going to be doing that during the cook. And then toward the end of this long low and slow, we are also going to glaze the ribs with this. This is a huckleberry topping. Also really good, really good. Huckleberry, for some reason, isn't really readily available in the rest of the country. Like out here, if you look for huckleberry, you're not going to find it unless you're watching a Huckleberry Hound cartoon from the 60s. And I'm going to try real hard not to keep quoting Val Kilmer during this video. Wish me luck on that. I'm your pitmaster who's searching for ideas and occasionally coming up with new stuff. Anyway, stick around. Oh, I almost forgot. Meet me in the Wayback Machine. We got to prep these ribs. Come on. All right, here are our 2 racks, if you can call them that, of tiny little Babyback ribs. Very small. Why is it after a pandemic everybody wants to price gouge? These things were kind of expensive and they're not that big. I sure do hope this isn't the wave of the future. Anyway, I'm going to remove the membrane on one of these, and I'm just going to score the other one on the other one, on the other one, on the other one, because that's how Mrs. Smoky Goodness likes it. Just scored. And she likes it crispy. We're going to hit them with the Huckleberry Honey as a binder, and we're going to go very lightly on the Spicy Gunslinger Pork Barbecue Rub from the Spicy Tavern. now that we've got a fire going, I'm going to throw a little bit of hickory into the grill dome. Just sort of out here on the perimeter. I don't want to over smoke this, but while it's coming up to temperature, we do want some smoke rolling. Put the grill dome together, deflector shield, our cooking surface. Lid down, regulate temperature. Look at that. Is that not perfect? Dialed in right where I want it. 250 degrees Fahrenheit inside the grill dome. I know these grills. I've had them for years. Our membraneless rack right there. And the rack featuring the membrane. We'll just park it right there. And there we go. The smoke has not started rolling yet. It hasn't, you know, the flame hasn't reached out to it, but it will pretty soon. We're gonna go, like I said, with a light smoke. And we're gonna go several hours on this. 3, 4, maybe 5 hours. When there's some pullback on the bone and all that good stuff, and it reaches the internal temperature that I seek, everything will be perfect. So we'll catch you in a few hours, I guess. And like I mentioned before, we're gonna be doing some mopping and basting with those other 2 sauces that are chilling in the fridge right now. Everything's gonna be great. Like I said, this is gonna take about 4 or 5, maybe 6. Shut up, fireworks. So we'll see in a little while. Cheers. Vanilla bean blonde ale. Stuff is excellent, man. Well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes into the long, low, and slow, and the thin blue smoke is beginning to roll. I love it when a plan comes together. We'll be back. And through the miracle of video editing, we're about 2.5 hours into the future now. As you can see, we've come up just a little bit on the temperature. Not bad, we're still in the zone. I think it's time to start checking these out and maybe do a little basting. So, wow. And like I mentioned, we're gonna use our wild huckleberry syrup. It's a little thinner. It's perfect for mopping and basting. So, here we go. Yes, sir. Oh, this is going to be good. Yeah, it's kind of thin. It wants to roll off of there, but make sure that at least some of it's on top. Okay, just like that. Don't need a whole lot right now. Later on, maybe in an hour, 45 minutes, I'm going to come back. I'm going to flip these guys over. We're going to baste the other side. We'll continue that process until we get to the glaze, which will be what finishes off this cook. So stick around. We will be back. We're about, I'd say 3.5 hours into this. I wasn't really expecting what I just discovered, but I'm glad I discovered it. These ribs are done. But before we pull them off, of course, we are, shut up motorcycle. We are, like I mentioned, going to finish them off with this. I mentioned we're gonna just hit it. That's what I'm gonna call a finishing sauce. This is the Huckleberry topping. Shut up, fireworks. 4th of July is just right around the corner at the time of this videotaping or recording. So we're gonna give it a liberal coating. Don't want to burn it, but we do want it to kind of glaze over. Shut up, dog. You know the deal. Dogs must shut up. Anyway. All right. Some good stuff. I said shut up, dog. You can't have any. All right, we will be back in just a couple of minutes. Stick around. Shut up, dog. And through the miracle of radiant heat penetrating the meat, these Huckleberry Babyback ribs are done. Check that out, man. And hopefully I can get these onto the cutting board here without having them fall apart, because that's exactly what they're wanting to do here. So there's one, see? Oh, ho, ho. And here's the other one. Oh yeah, that sauce just kind of baked right on there, creating a glaze. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Nice. Look at that. Nice. Nice, nice, very nice. Ambrosia, as our good friend Fritz would say. We got a house full, so.
Sorry.
No,
only you, right?
Only hands. But how does it taste there, Mr. Smoky Goodness family? Let's find out.
Very good. Oh, my fish.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What?
My little fish is chewing with the.
Oh. Who cares? That's some fish. So,
Everyone's eating with their hands.
I know.
I can sit here and do this all day, but I think I better stop the video now because I don't want it to be
so that we can
16
eat
gigs.
Right. Okay, stop the video because they can.
Alright. I forgot to try Mrs. Smoky
Yeah,
Goodness.
fried rice.
Fried rice. I
Yum,
think
yum.
it's got
You
garlic
should
in
try
it. I think it's going to be good. And it is. Alright, now, see you next time. Who knows when next
Good
time will
night.
be?
Good night.
Good night from the plains of southeast Nebraska.
Good morning.
And I hope I passed the audition.